What would the world look like if a new alliance emerges to challenge the balance of power in the Middle East? As tensions between Iran and Israel escalate in 2025, the geopolitical battlefield has shifted dramatically. While some nations side firmly with Israel, a growing number of powerful and strategic countries have declared open or quiet support for Iran. These alliances are not just about ideology but are rooted in shared interests: economic, religious, military, and political. In this video, we take a deep dive into the 10 countries that are supporting Iran against Israel in 2025, examining why each nation is aligning itself with Tehran and what this means for global stability. Number 10. North Korea. North Korea's support for Iran is built on a shared history of isolation and resistance to Western dominance. In 2025, Pyongyang has continued to share missile technology and strategic intelligence with Tehran. While geographically distant, the two countries have coordinated their efforts in cyber warfare, surveillance, and weapons development. North Korea's criticism of Israel aligns with its broader anti-Western narrative. This alliance allows Iran to benefit from North Korean expertise and reinforces the global network of states opposing Western and Israeli influence. Though North Korea remains a rogue state in the eyes of many, its connection to Iran has serious implications for security in the Middle East. Number 9. Pakistan. Pakistan's relationship with Iran is delicate but leans supportive, particularly when it comes to Islamic solidarity. In 2025, Islamabad has taken steps to increase trade and security cooperation with Iran. While Pakistan has strong ties with Saudi Arabia and maintains a cautious relationship with Israel, public sentiment in Pakistan often favors Iran's position. The Pakistani government has condemned Israeli actions in Palestine and expressed concern over regional instability caused by Israeli military operations. Though Pakistan does not take overt military actions, its diplomatic and moral support for Iran contributes to Tehran's legitimacy in the Muslim world. Number 8. Venezuela. Venezuela's alliance with Iran is grounded in shared animosity toward the United States and aspirations for a multipolar world. The two nations have deepened their cooperation in energy, technology, and military affairs. In 2025, Venezuela has hosted Iranian delegations and allowed Tehran to establish economic outposts on its soil. The Maduro government often echoes Iran's criticism of Israel and portrays the conflict as part of a larger imperialist agenda. Venezuela's role in Latin America gives Iran a presence in the Western Hemisphere, complicating the geopolitical calculus for Israel and its allies. Their partnership is both symbolic and practical, highlighting how far Iran's influence has reached. Number 7. Qatar. Qatar's support for Iran is more diplomatic and economic than military, but it is no less important. The small Gulf state has consistently advocated for dialogue with Iran, even when other Arab nations chose confrontation. In 2025, Qatar has emerged as a mediator but also a quiet supporter of Iran's right to defend itself. The two nations share interests in energy exports and regional stability that excludes Israeli influence. Qatar has allowed Iranian media to operate freely and has funded initiatives that counter Israeli narratives. While Qatar tries to maintain cordial relations with the West, its policies clearly favor a balanced approach that often tilts in Iran's favor. Number 6. Iraq. Iraq's relationship with Iran has evolved from one of rivalry to one of partnership, especially after the withdrawal of Western forces. In 2025, Iran holds sway over several powerful Shia militias in Iraq that are openly hostile to Israel and sympathetic to Iran's goals. These militias operate with relative autonomy and have formed a parallel power structure supported by Tehran. Iraq's government, while trying to maintain neutrality, is under immense pressure from these factions. Iran and Iraq coordinate on religious pilgrimages, energy projects, and military training. As such, Iraq serves as a logistical and ideological ally in Iran's broader regional strategy. Number 5. Lebanon. Lebanon's support for Iran is largely driven by Hezbollah, the powerful Shiite militia and political movement that acts as Iran's proxy. In 2025, Hezbollah has expanded its military capabilities with the help of Iranian funding and technology. The group has become a major player in Lebanon's politics and is often at the forefront of resistance against Israel. While the Lebanese government remains fractured and complex, the presence of Hezbollah gives Iran significant influence in the country. This influence extends into military operations, intelligence, and public messaging. Iran uses Lebanon as both a buffer and a launchpad, ensuring that any confrontation with Israel could be fought on multiple fronts. Number 4. Syria. Syria has been Iran's closest ally for years, and in 2025, that partnership is more visible than ever. The Assad regime, heavily backed by Iranian forces during its civil war, owes much of its survival to Tehran. As a result, Syria has allowed Iran and its proxies to establish military bases and logistical routes across its territory. These positions are often used to exert pressure on Israel, particularly through the Golan Heights. Iran's influence in Syria serves both strategic and ideological goals. Damascus provides Tehran with a forward operating base near Israel, making it a key player in any confrontation. The Syrian government has openly condemned Israeli policies and supports Iran's efforts to resist Western and Israeli dominance. Number 3. Turkey. Turkey's role in the Israel-Iran conflict is nuanced but unmistakable. Although Ankara maintains diplomatic relations with Israel, its relationship with Iran has grown stronger, especially under a government that seeks regional leadership. Turkey shares religious and cultural ties with Iran and often finds itself aligned with Tehran on key issues like the Palestinian cause. In 2025, Turkey has increased its economic cooperation with Iran and taken a more critical stance against Israeli military operations. This alignment is not without controversy, but it underscores Turkey's ambition to be a dominant force in the Middle East. As regional tensions rise, Turkey's balancing act seems to lean increasingly toward Iran, especially in matters involving Syria, Gaza, and Lebanon. Number 2. China. China's quiet but significant backing of Iran is rooted in long-term strategic interests, especially its Belt and Road Initiative. Iran serves as a critical gateway in China's push to secure new trade routes and energy supplies. While Beijing publicly advocates for peace and diplomacy, it has deepened its economic and military ties with Iran behind the scenes. In 2025, Chinese investment in Iranian infrastructure and oil projects has reached new heights. The two nations also engage in regular military exercises and technological exchanges. China's rivalry with the United States plays a key role in this alliance, and by supporting Iran, China indirectly challenges American allies like Israel. This relationship allows China to project influence in the Middle East without direct confrontation. Number 1. Russia. Russia's support for Iran in 2025 is based on a combination of strategic calculations and shared adversarial relationships. Moscow views Tehran as a vital partner in challenging Western influence in the Middle East. The partnership between Russia and Iran has strengthened in the aftermath of sanctions from the West, particularly following conflicts in Eastern Europe. This mutual opposition to Western intervention has brought the two countries closer in military cooperation, intelligence sharing, and economic trade. Russia supplies Iran with advanced defense systems and benefits from Iranian oil and trade routes. Both countries also share a vision of a multipolar world order where the United States and its allies are no longer dominant. While Russia does not openly participate in every move Iran makes, its support has emboldened Tehran to act more assertively against Israel. As we've explored, Iran's support network stretches far beyond the Middle East. From powerful nations like Russia and China to regional influencers like Turkey and Qatar, this complex web of alliances reflects a major shift in global power dynamics. These countries are not just supporting Iran out of shared ideology, they are making strategic bets on a new world order. The implications for Israel, the United States, and global stability are profound. As the conflict deepens, one question remains: is the world prepared for the consequences of these growing alliances? If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful global breakdowns. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.